Hello everyone, I'm Hannah Aida Stitcher, and welcome to my fifth, I think, Flosstube video. It is July the 12th, I think. I'm not sure when I'm going to get this uploaded. It'll probably be a couple of days. But yes, hello. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's been a while since I've filmed, but mostly that's been because I haven't really felt like I've made a lot of progress on my projects. So I've not really felt like I had much to report. Hello, goodbye. She never wants me unless I'm filming. And the other thing is I've had a really busy few weeks. It's July and I work in a hotel, so it's right at our peak season and I'm just absolutely knackered. So when I get home I don't really feel like stitching all the time. But I have done some stuff and I've got one new start and 2 whips I've worked on. And I've got a couple of things which are framed, which I'm going to show you first, because I'm so pleased with them. She's finally got her frame. Oh, I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. I frame all my things myself because I can't afford a professional, and I just think she's absolutely gorgeous. I usually find my frames in charity shops. Oh, I can see a cat hair on that. That's so typical. So yeah, this is Miss Cherry Blossom. She's all done. She hangs on my wall. And that's exactly where she's going when I finish. But I couldn't resist showing her again. The best place to find frames is charity shops. Easily. Because they go for so cheap. Because the pictures in them are usually terrible. So you just buy a cheap frame, take the picture out, give it a clean. And then you've got a nice frame for your cross stitch, which is what I always do. And this big one, oh, it's Westeros, and that one's finally framed as well. It's not the perfect frame for this because the gaps on the side, but it will definitely do for me. And considering it was £1, it will absolutely do. I didn't realise how big Westeros actually was. I stitched it on a hoop, so I just moved the hoop down, but it's absolutely massive. It's bigger than my geisha. And I'm so pleased this is finally framed. It took me a while to find a frame because it's long and thin. But I'm so pleased it's finally framed. This is not on the wall yet. I need to put a nail in, but I've got a space on the wall where it is going to go. So it shouldn't take too long. If you missed my vlog, you will have missed this one. I love it. I did not enjoy finishing it off. It seems to take forever to finish. I usually lose interest in a project at about 80% because I just can see it and I want it done. So that's that one. Oh, fun story on this one. When I was lacing it in, because I framed it myself, I've obviously only laced it top and bottom because the sides aren't quite right in the frame. But when I was lacing it, I'd done it all, was really happy with it, put it in the frame and realised I'd done it upside down. And the hook to hang it there, the hook was right at the bottom. It was about there-ish, so I had to cut it out and I had to relace the whole thing. I will not make that mistake again. I will never do that again. That was a disaster. It actually didn't take that long to relace it, but it was just, I thought I'd finished and yeah, hadn't finished. Right, I have got a new start, which is this one, which is Gwen, which is a Nora Corbett witch. I am not doing it like that. I hadn't planned on starting anything at all, but I saw when I was sorting out my threads that I got last week in the haul, in my haul last month even, I saw these electric blues and I thought I want to stitch something with those blues. I really want to do something with those blues. So, oh yes, I'll do my witch. And I've got her here. So this is obviously a conversion. And I think she's coming along okay. I haven't worked on her for a while. I probably won't pull out any of this. I've decided on my colours and it'll be what it'll be. I like changing patterns. I've never stitched a Nora or a Mirabilia according to the pattern. But I'm not a fan of pulling it out. All the different shades that are in her dress, they're all in it there. And I think the shade range I've got will work. So unless I make a really massive mistake, it's not being pulled out. This is a 16 count Aida. It's from Crafty Kitten, but I can't remember the name of it because it was a birthday present last year, so I didn't actually order this. But I'm really quite happy with it. It's going to go with, I think was it Eve or Eva is the other witch that I've already done, and I did her in browns. So I'm going to do that one. I like changing patterns. I like sort of challenging my brain a little bit. So that's that one. I've got 2 more whips, which will be easier spread out on the table, so I'll insert that clip here. So this is my Game of Thrones banners piece from Cloud's Factory, and I worked on the Lannister banner. I am not enjoying this, I'll be honest. I'll be fine once I get past the lion and down to all the solid colour, but the confetti, it feels like a lot of confetti for only 3 colours. I've got a yellow, an orange and a red. It feels really confetti heavy for all that. I want this finished. I really want this finished, but I'm not enjoying doing it. If it was a free pattern or something from a magazine, I'd probably have given it up by now. But I do want it finished. I want it finished and framed. I'm just not really enjoying it, if we're being perfectly honest. I'll enjoy the Targaryen one because it's all black and red with a dragon on it. So I'll enjoy that one, but I might cut 1 or 2 of them out because I've also got to do all the houses for them. And that was a really stupid idea to stitch that one. I know I've said that before. So yeah, that's that one. It's not much progress, but it is some. So, and this is Ink Circles Reflections of Paris. That's actually coming up quite nice on camera. It's in colour 891, DMC 891, and I still don't like the colour of it, but it's not for me, it's for my mum. And she picked the colour, so the colour stays. This is on 14 count, I think. Let me have a, yeah, 14 count. And I'm really surprised at how small this is actually coming out. Look, I'm just going to put my hand over it. It's really come out quite small. I thought it would be much bigger. I'm over halfway. I've not got much to go. I don't think it's going to take me too long to finish it, and we already have a frame for this one. I would absolutely do another Ink Circles one because I've really enjoyed doing it. The colour is just not what I'd pick. I'm not a red and orange and pink kind of girl. That's just not who I am. But I would do an Ink Circles piece again because I've absolutely loved this. I've really, really enjoyed it. When I got to the side pieces, I did want to turn it round though. It was really, because I was stitching on a hoop, it was really fighting the urge to turn it round because I didn't want my stitches going the other way. Yeah, and I think that's it. That's all I've worked on. I think I've got further than I thought I had. I've not watched my previous video, so we will see. I'm just going to add this in. This is Eva, the witch I've already done, which I changed quite a bit. The Nora Corbett version is charted in pinks, but I had a lot of brown to use up. So I put that in her instead. And I also, with the broom, I haven't used the charted colours either. I used what by eye I thought was really similar, because I just needed to use the thread up. So that is where Gwen is going to go next to when she's finished. And I've bought a few things, but they've not arrived yet, so I can't show them. And the other 2 things I've bought the Celtic, I can't really show the pattern, they're the Celtic ladies from Lavender and Lace. And I bought them off eBay, so I've got spring and summer. We all know what these look like, but I've wanted them for a while. I've opened them up and I've had a proper look at them. I'm quite disappointed by how similar they actually are, considering I'm probably going to change all the colours anyway. They look really, really similar. The bouquet's different, but the face is exactly the same. The hands are exactly the same on spring and summer, and the dress is just in different colours. I think the arms are a bit different, but I'm actually quite disappointed in how similar they are, given that I was going to change them anyway. So I'm quite glad. I put bids in on winter and autumn as well, but I only won the 2 on eBay. So I'm actually quite relieved at that. That's the way it was meant to be. Yeah, they look so similar. The symbols are different for different colours, but every stitch seems to be in the same place. I'm never going to do all 4 anyway. I've not enough time in the day. The other thing I've ordered is excuse me, is July's Fabric of the Month from Chromatic Alchemy, which I really, really want, but it hasn't come yet. I didn't order June's because June's was probably my least favourite colour. It was bright red with the orange and yellow sunburst in it. It was really vibrant, and that is just not my colour. I'm greens, blues and purples. They're my colours, and I just could not imagine anything I'd stitch on that red colour, so I just thought it's not worth the money, so I didn't buy it. But I have bought July's because I think from memory it's a blue grey colour. It's very, very me. I can't remember. I had a plan of what I was going to stitch on it, but I've forgotten it because I never write anything down. So yeah, I'm really avidly waiting for that to arrive from Chromatic Alchemy, which I will show you when it gets here. And I think that's everything. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, which will probably be at the end of July. I'll try not to leave it so long. Bye!